North Century Pharmacy presents the Community Buzz on Hot Country 93.5, online at 935wain.com, and on the WAIN radio app. Fork Broadcasting Columbia is honored to welcome our local elected officials, school, college, business, and community leaders, coaches, churches, organizations, and individuals with interesting stories to tell or community happenings, keeping you updated with the latest events in Columbia and Adair County. North Century Pharmacy presents the Community Buzz.
Good morning and welcome. North Century Pharmacy presents the Community Buzz on Hot Country 93.5. I'm Josh McKinney, pleased to be joined by Jada Atwood at Downtown Days, City of Columbia. Miss Jada, good morning, dear.
Good morning.
How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
I am great. Wonderful.
Me too. It's
busy.
Almost Downtown Days. I almost said it's almost October, but it is. But it's almost Downtown Days. So
it is almost here. Mm-hmm. That is hard to believe.
Yep, and then it'll be Christmas.
Yeah.
And then it'll all be back here again.
Here we go again. But dear, I know there is so much going on at Downtown Days this year. And anytime you are in, I always brag on you all because you never rest on your laurels. You never rest on what you all did last year. You're always pushing.
Sometimes that's what I want to do.
Sure. But you all never do.
Yes.
You never do. You all are always looking, what else can we do?
Well, I think
what more can we do?
I think we've outdone ourselves this time, this year,
yeah.
Just because, of course, again, it's our 20th year.
Oh, it makes sense.
And thanks to our great sponsors, because we couldn't do this without them, we couldn't do any of this. But we are adding a second stage, and I think that's going to be huge for us this year.
That's fantastic. I mean, you're going to have the main stage, as always, and then that secondary stage on the opposite side. That just sets up a whole wonderful weekend all the way around this way.
It does, because we have a lot of people who want to come and they want to see it and they want to stay all day.
Absolutely.
So, and of course, with the big band at the end of the night, every year they have to have so much time to do a sound check.
Very
totally
true.
Understandable.
Absolutely.
But people don't understand why there's nobody on the stage. Well, we have to go through that 2-3 hour, sometimes 4 hour lull just to do all of that for them.
Yeah.
So now this is going to provide us something all day long, and Chastity's outdone herself this year with that.
Yeah,
so.
It's fantastic. And I was mentioning to you before we went on the air, that'll take, everybody loves sound check. Some folks really like sound check.
Yes.
And some folks, when that sound check's going on, you can mosey over to the secondary stage and enjoy great music over there. And not just that, but there's so much going on.
And we are full. I told you earlier, we sold out of electricity in July.
That's funny.
We are down to Saturday only, and we're just putting them everywhere we can, which is a great problem to have. So.
Yes, indeed. Great.
And now that we've took the wings off the courthouse, I guess we've opened up a whole new area.
I mentioned it when Gina was here to announce the headhunters. It's impressive to me that the Downtown Days Committee has that much pull to get part of a building taken down for more space.
Yeah. And they've done a great job. There's still some work going on the grassy area, but they've got it all moved. So
absolutely.
I think that's really going to open things up for us.
My goodness, the official rundown has not been published yet, but it's coming.
Yep,
and
you're the first to hear it.
We love it.
Hopefully tomorrow we'll officially put out our schedule. We paused it just because we really wanted to name the second stage. At the end of this, I'll go over some of the ones that struck me as funny. Okay. I don't know if people meant them as funny, but I think they're funny. So we'll mention that. I don't know that we've picked one, but that's one reason we hadn't put it out yet. But tomorrow I think we're going to release the schedule. So like I told you when I got here, I've got a lot to say. So I'm going to try to go over everything we've got going on just so everybody knows what's coming up. Right. Of course, we start on Friday, October the 13th. This festival is always the second Saturday. I don't care how the month falls. It's the second Saturday of the month. Well, always. This fell opposite from fall break. So that Friday, we've already talked to the school. They have graciously worked with us on maybe rerouting buses, because the square will be shut down.
That's right, yeah.
We start shutting it down around 12 or 1 o'clock because it takes quite some time to get all those cars off the square. So it is going to be a little more congested this year, and I'm sure people know how congested it is when there's no school.
Yeah.
But, like I said, it always falls on the second Saturday, but fall break just happened to fall the week before. So starting Friday, now this isn't on the square, this is actually at the library. The Around the Square photography contest and viewing and voting will take place at the library. From 2 to 5 at the library will be the Adair County Genealogy Homecoming. We are so thankful that they're doing these in conjunction with us, because it just gives us more events.
Yeah, man.
And the vendor booths will actually open at 4:30. We have line dancing this year at 5:30. The Southern Crew Line Dancers of Albany will be coming over, so that's new, and we're excited about watching them. Columbia Baptist Church, again, can't thank them enough. They provide the cornhole tournament on Friday night. You can register at 5:30, and then it starts at 6. Again, so thankful that groups step in. There's only 6 of us girls, so we can't possibly do all of these events. So it takes outside sources to come in, and they do a great job for us. And then we are really excited about this at 6, the Lindsay family. And, of course, gosh, they tour
everywhere.
I don't even know where they're at right now. They're never here. We are beyond thrilled that we've had them before, but it's been years, and they're always booked. So I think everyone's really going to love that. Of course, they'll be on the main stage, and then at 7:30, a local band, the Green River Band Southern Rock, will be on the main stage. And then starting on Saturday morning, October 14th, bright and early at 7 a.m., Columbia Pharmacy has brought back the 5K. So the 5K and the stage are the two big things this year. We can't thank them enough. Matt Jackson called and he said, "Hey, I really want to do this." And I'm like, "Yes, now you're completely in charge of this. We can't help you, but we want you to do it." So it's going to actually start at the pharmacy, and it's going to start at 7, and they are giving all the proceeds to Joy Ministries.
Fantastic.
So it's called Run for Joy 5K, and I just saw on our Facebook that their registration has opened up today. So.
Awesome.
And then at 8 a.m., the Downtown Days Classic Car Show registration. That's always at the Adair County Judicial Center parking lot. J.D. Grider, Annette Hatcher, Lindsay Breeding, they knock this out of the park every year. It's huge.
Absolutely.
Jeff Jesse has agreed to open up his parking lot at Stotts Phelps for us to overflow. We just keep, I don't know where we could possibly go if we outgrow what we've got this year. So thankful for all you people. Wow, that sounded all you people. All you people that bring your cars. We really are thankful for that.
Absolutely.
So thank you for coming over for that. But the registration at 8. And then we have an antique tractor, garden tractor, pedal tractor exhibition, and that's on Burkesville Street in front of Save-A-Lot, and that's Benton Fudge. There's no registration fee. This is just, I think, mostly his and maybe some friends. You can come view those.
That's always cool.
Yes, and then, of course, that draws people. We've got people being drawn all directions off the square, so... Again, someone else just providing us an event. The vendor booths open at 8:30, and then this is one of my favorite things: the Columbia Baptist Church Pooch Parade. Registration at 8:30, and then the parade's at 9. Now, I plan on being on the stage. Last year, we had to pause the pageant so I could recognize the dogs. So we've moved the Pooch Parade up.
Okay.
So as you come around the square, just kind of make some comments, call some people out. People dressed up themselves, and they dressed up their dogs. It was so much fun. So that's going to start at 9. And then from 9 to noon, the library will have the photography contest still going on. Then from 9 to 2, the car show. And 9 to 3 will be the genealogy homecoming. The cheerleader painting and hair tinsel all day. Then at 10, at 9, you can start registering for the pageant. And then at 10, the pageant will be on the main stage.
All right.
So, if pageants aren't your thing, you can go on around to stage 2, that's what I'm going to call it, to see Michael Redmond. He is a local gentleman from here in Columbia. I've known him since he was born. He will be singing at 10 a.m.
Nice.
Very excited about that. Then at 11 a.m., another local girl, she's sung with us before, Brooklyn Carter, will be on stage. From 11 to 2, the Green River rental bouncy houses will open. That's always big.
Fun.
It's on Greensburg Street. At 11 a.m., the Kicking Kids demonstration. He's been doing this with his karate kids.
Goodness.
I don't know that he's been with us for 20 years, but he's been doing this a long time.
Yeah.
And then Damon with Damon CTA. Oh, I'm sorry, I skipped. Almost went too far there. He'll be at 1:30. The dance shop will be at noon. They started last year. It was a huge hit. Damon, I really think Damon's been with us for 20 years in some capacity.
Really?
So yes, we love Damon.
Absolutely.
And then at 1 on the stage 2 will be Mason Brown. Another, I think he has family here. I don't know that he's necessarily local. And then at 2, Miss Maggie Cox. We love Maggie. She won the K-Country Showdown last year, and she's sung several times for us. Then at 2:15, we'll start registering for the mullet pageant. And it has also become that time where I will attack you in public if you've got a mullet.
Be careful.
I've went up to several people,
Careful.
and because, I think a lot of people are nervous. It's meant to be fun.
Absolutely. It's, yes.
And, if you don't want us to talk to you when you get on stage, we won't. You can just say, hey, I don't want to talk.
No
I'm
interviews.
just going to go up here and turn around and go off.
No
and go
interviews.
back off. No interviews.
Yes.
But Stephen, we always get Stephen Baker. I'm assuming he'll do that again this year. But at 3 will be the mullet pageant. And it will be on the stage 2 also, just so we can take our time. These little kids are so much fun.
Oh, my goodness, yeah.
And some of them last year actually brought their music and they did a little dance. So...
Getting into it. I love it. Love the spirit.
If you have a mullet, you have to have it for a reason.
There's a reason.
So why not be in a pageant and try to win $50?
Yes.
It's $50 per category.
It's $50.
Yes. If I had a
$50.
mullet, I would do it.
I would too.
And then a local favorite, he actually gets to be on the main stage at 4:15 is Jack Fishback. We love Jack. He
Does a
is
great job.
a great piano player.
Yeah.
He is my stepson's, he's one of good friends with him, so he actually comes to the house and picks and grins with Cole and Kevin, and they're really good. They done some Headhunters not that long ago.
Ooh,
but
impressive.
Yeah, they're really good. And then at 5, countywide, they're a country southern rock band. They will open for none other than the Kentucky Headhunters. At 7, at 6:45, we'll have a raffle for a giveaway from Adair Gun and Pawn. We're thankful for Jamie Hatcher for working with us for that. So that's the day.
That's the day. That's a heck of a day. That is a heck of a day.
It is. It's a big day, and there's something for you to do all day. There's
absolutely
yes,
all day,
and food, which is
that's the thing we didn't talk about.
We didn't, and the food booths. I think we already had those spots filled. As soon as the applications went out, they came right back in, and we were done for in the food court.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
It fills up so fast, and then we've had lots of comments and. We had already decided this from last year. The picnic tables are now going to be put at the end. The food booths have become, the lines are unreal, and it is so congested, which is a great thing.
Absolutely.
But then when you've got your picnic tables in the middle, there's really nowhere for the lines to go, and then people are trying to sit and eat. So we're going to try to have just an area for the tables for you to go and eat.
That's a good change.
That's another change. So we actually had three good changes: the 5K, the second stage, and the.
And again, all of them are good problems to have.
Yes, we're not complaining about any of them.
Absolutely
Except
not.
somehow we've got to grow the squares so we can get more booths on it.
Well, let's just knock down some more buildings or change some more buildings.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, I know. Absolutely not. So, but it is a great problem to have, and it's going to be a heck of a Downtown Days 2023 with the Kentucky Headhunters, and that second stage is going to be just a great thing to keep the entire square.
It is, and
active.
it's neat too that our 20th year we were able to do that, and then we have so many local people, that are singing. So
you mentioned it. It's just you 6 ladies that basically coordinate this massive effort, but without community support, it couldn't happen without community support.
No,
and all those folks you were talking
yes.
about, like taking care of car show registration, taking care of antique tractor shows, taking care of this, taking care of that. Downtown Days is a community effort.
I encourage you, if you're a church, and you wanted to have an activity in it, then contact us, and we would be glad to work with you, because it just helps bring people to the square, and it might bring a different group that maybe doesn't come to the square. That's what our entertainment does. It brings those families to the square that maybe thought, I'm not going to run down there. There's going to be so many people, And every year we stand there and we're like, we do this. We have shut this square down, and we've got all these booths, and we do this. So
every year. And it's absolutely incredible.
So some of the names, if it's hilarious, and again, I don't know if some of them are going to think it's as funny as I do, but you can go
I thought Baker's Landing was
Landing
perfect. But
is great. And he actually had a good one, although he doesn't know the exit number, but he was like, it should be exit 62. I don't know what that exit is on that Jamestown, like whatever the road number. Steven said to name it exit whatever. I don't know what that is.
That is a good idea. Don't tell Steven I said that. That's a good idea.
Yeah. So
yeah.
you can go to the Downtown Days Facebook page, and you can click on the post that Gina made, and you can read all the comments. But I liked the tin tack has a ring to it.
That was good.
The rustier nail, which was pretty good. And the only reason we didn't want to go with the rusty nail is just because people associate that with the main stage. So then they might.
That's true.
Which
That's
it's the
true.
Square. You're not going to walk it. I mean, it's right there. You know, it's not like you're going to get lost. You can't find it.
And if folks didn't see that post and you're thinking, what's the deal with that name? Because the second stage is built with pieces from the original Rusty Nail stage.
Yes, we're going to bring out some pieces. Yes, because it's mostly people with their guitar. No full bands are going to be over there. So the player stage, I really did like that.
That's really good.
The Rock and Block, I liked that.
Not bad.
Adair Square, I thought that was neat just because of the things.
Yeah.
And then Sharon Burton, of course, said just call it the other stage because that's what you're going to call it anyway, probably. But the absolute best one is the Rusty Pepper. That's the best one for me. Now, I don't know what the other girls thought, but that is just hilarious to me because of the bell pepper.
Absolutely.
Plus, I mean, I love the Bell Pepper Festival. I spent my youth running around at that festival.
How many years did that go on? This is sorry.
I was too young for that. I have several. Someone brought Mayor Hoots some shirts from each year, and there were several
awesome.
shirts, in that group. So. But I don't know. Gina could probably tell you that. She's the history buff. So,
did the Bell Pepper Festival? Did it just go away and then Downtown Days just kind of started because there was an absence?
There was a lull. Because
Okay.
I've been doing this 20 years, so there was quite a lull. Cause
there was a need.
I don't remember. I mean, I was small when I was running around, and I can remember the bed races. I can remember being on the square, and the pageant.
Yeah.
Of course, we were, they had a big pageant during the Bell Pepper Festival, but I was young, so.
The Rusty Pepper.
The Rusty Pepper, that was my favorite.
I think you might have a winner.
We might. I like saying that too. So.
That's a really good name.
It's
because it honors both. It honors that old stage.
And there was a lot of good ones. There's
Absolutely.
no way I could name them all. There was a lot. The Twain stage, a lot of people were trying to go with Mark Twain or something with the Tribute House. Or we had a lot of good ones.
Well, we shared the post, and somebody in the share in our comment section said the Neon Moon stage.
Yes.
That would have been good.
Yeah.
The Rusty Pepper stage. That combines Bell Pepper stage and the Rusty Nail. I'm not.
Some of the committees probably like, what is she doing? Why does she keep saying that?
Stop talking about it. That's really good.
I've got any text.
That's really, really good. I say put it to a vote. If you all have,
I don't know what we're gonna do. We'll see. Sometimes we don't think things all the way through. We just throw stuff out there, and we're like, let's see what people say because you never know.
It seems like this came together late. Maybe it's something that if you all want folks to vote on it and come up with a name, that you all can name it at Downtown Days
we could.
while folks are on stage.
It. Yeah, we could do that. Yeah, that's a good idea.
You all obviously know what you're doing. And
I don't know. Sometimes we don't.
You certainly do. Those are really good names. Really good names.
So also let me mention you can pick up your T-shirts at City Hall. If you have bought a T-shirt, they're at City Hall. We've got them ready. You can see me and Tiffany for that. We will have some left over to sell, but we're not going to sell any of those until closer to the festival until we make sure that nothing was messed up order-wise for any of the people who have already paid and ordered in advance. But we'll have a few more probably extra. So
you all knocked it out of the park on the T-shirts.
Yes. Well,
bring it on down to Columbia, Kentucky.
Joel and Carol Lee Lloyd, DAC Designs, DAC, they did those this year. So, Carol Lee helped us with that design. So
it's great design.
I mean, you got to have Ski, the Headhunters.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
And I think this is going to be one of our hugest crowds. I really do. The 20th year, it's our, it's a hometown feel. The library's doing all of the genealogy thing. And then I really consider them hometown. They're here a lot. They have lots of close friends. And, they're at the Black Stallion, the Trinity Farmhouse. They, like I said, they're over here a lot. So
a lot.
They're as famous as we could get for hometown. So, and let me just go ahead and throw out, we've got our judges for our mullet pageant. We have Dylan Stratton. He is a barber from Bardstown. He is married to Alex Annell, that's Wild and Free. It's her husband. So
okay.
he's got some experience in the mullet field.
He's got some credit. Yeah.
Yes.
A lot of credit.
So if you follow them on Instagram, they are world travelers. So I'm excited for him to get to do that for us. And then he'll probably have a friend that comes with him and judge. So
fantastic.
we're excited. So please come out to the mullet pageant, come out to the beauty pageant, bring your lawn chair, stay all day. Right now, the weather looks good.
Absolutely.
Of course, things can change.
Let's
but
keep it that way.
I've been checking it since I could check it on AccuWeather. You know, they do the
extended
2, 3, 4 months out.
Yeah.
You can look. We did have rain in the beginning, but we don't have any right now. So
Mother Nature is going to cooperate because it's a big 20th anniversary of Downtown Days. Just absolutely massive. And again, I started with it, and I'm going to kind of end with it. Lady, you all just continually, year after year, go bigger every single year.
next year we might have to take a break.
I don't know how you do it. I don't know how you do it, but I can tell you from a grateful community, we are certainly appreciative that you all do.
Well, we couldn't do it without our sponsors. So let's get those out there before I forget. We've got a lot. And, of course, you guys do so much for us, promoting us daily and Facebook, social media, just anything to get people stirred up. Our platinum sponsors are the City of Columbia, Adair County Tourism, Southernist Realty. Our diamond sponsors, Hilltop Auto, Cumberland Pipeline, JL Gate, Community Trust Bank, Community Medical Services, WAIM. The gold sponsors, McDonald's, Bank of Columbia, Duo Broadband, First and Farmers National Bank, Newcomb Oil, TJ Regional Hospital, Rogers Trucking, Magic Market, Midstate Ready Mix, Signature Health at Summit Manor, Sleep Inn, Adair Gun and Pond, Rex's Cycle, Stotts Phelps Macquarie Funeral Home. Our silver sponsors, Best Financial, Adair County Farm Bureau North, Lewis Transport, Gaddy Shamrock, Patriot Realty, Taylor County Bank, Reed Brothers Insurance, Golden Rule Wilson, Walker Realty, Joe Brown Auto, Jeffries Hardware, United Citizens Bank, Burger King, Southern Rays, Homespin Marina, Kentucky Utilities, Farmland Publications, State Line Steel, Hardee's of Columbia, Barger Insurance, Kimbler Septic and Plumbing, GR2 Project, and 313 Maple. That's great.
That's incredible.
It is.
Incredible.
And we appreciate every single one of these people so much for doing this.
No doubt. Couldn't do it without them.
Nope, could not.
No way, no how. Lady, I'm telling you, we are looking forward to a great Downtown Days. Appreciate all the sponsors, all the vendors, all the long hours, long days, long nights. My goodness, it is going to be an incredible Downtown Days 2023.
It is, and everyone's invited.
Absolutely.
October 13th and 14th.
Absolutely. Bring the family and stay for the weekend.
Yes.
Absolutely. Always a pleasure.
Thank you. We'll be back next week.
Absolutely. Certainly. That's that time of the year again. Have a great day.
You too.
Jada Atwood from Downtown Days, North Century Pharmacy, presenting the Community Buzz on Hot Country 93.5.